For more than 70 years, the Colombian beauty pageant has been the dream of thousands of Colombian girls to be the beauty queen at the National Beauty Pageant. This event was organized and initiated in 1934 by Cartagena native Ernesto Carlos Martelo, commemorating the 400th anniversary of the founding of Cartagena de Indias in 1533. The new maritime docks were being inaugurated, and for that occasion, in that remote and romantic era, there arrived in Cartagena the then President of Colombia, Enrique Olaya Herrera, and his colleague, United States President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. A lovely 19-year-old Cartagena native, Yolanda Emiliani Roman, was crowned at the Heredia Theater as the first Miss Colombia in history. After being crowned, the celebration took place on the Club Miramar terrace with a beautiful view of the Cartagena Bay, while in the background there was the sounds of Cuban music played by the Casino de la Playa Orchestra. Thus, in this way, began an event that has motivated multitudes of people for more than 7 decades and has helped to integrate and bring together, as never before, different regions of Colombia. A refreshing breeze that arrives in November and awakens an unusual fascination in all the different corners of the country. The Colombian National Beauty Pageant is an atypical event. What in any other country would be simply another beauty pageant, in Colombia this event acquires the dimension of a national cause, involving strong feelings of regional belongingness. This concerns a private corporation of a non-profit and civic character that donates a part of its income to provide a ray of hope to thousands of poor or abandoned Colombians by providing them education, healthcare, clothing, food, and shelter. The pageant provides a great stage for our traditions, natural charms, and fosters a sense of patriotism. About 96.8% of Colombians consider it the prime cultural event of the nation and the one that generates the fondest memories, according to a national survey done in 2002 by the Colombian Ministry of Culture. The television network in charge of the transmission initiated long before a process that involves more than 200 people and 5 tons of material to deliver the signal to millions of viewers. The radio, the press, and Colombians start to ask themselves who would be the next Miss Colombia. And the great expected day arrives. More than 20 candidates from all areas of Colombia arrive in Cartagena. With their costumes, accents, and culture, a watercolor matrix that is also an array and rainbow of races. The different committees fill up the hotels with their joy and happiness. Private enterprises and the different department governments show their products and their regional culture. And even star car racers from the Formula One burst onto the scene responding to the call of the Fundación Fórmula Sonrisa of Juan Pablo Montoya and his wife Connie in an emotional crusade for charity and well-being within the unmatchable background frame of Cartagena. During 15 days of November, there is an active social agenda program. Elegant gala parties, popular and crowded events in contact with the people of the city. The ingenuity of designers overwhelm people with their fantasy in designing dresses and costumes that are inspired by popular traditions. This vast media cover renews in the mindset of the nation the magnificence of Cartagena de Indias, a beautiful city for beautiful women. This is when, in the hands of the most delicate of Colombians' daughter, a most important and noble objective is accomplished: the social mission of the National Beauty Pageant. In 1957, the Antioquia representative is chosen as Miss Colombia. Because of her marriage, she declines representing Colombia at the Miss Universe pageant and is replaced by Luz Marina Zuluaga. The Caldas native wins the title, and the entire country explodes in jubilation. That same year, Martelo and the mayor of Cartagena invite into directive assembly of the beauty contest a woman who would mark permanently for 40 years the conduction of this national institution, Teresa Pizarro de Angulo, Doña Tera. Not only was she able to accentuate the achievements of her predecessors in the presidency, illustrious gentlemen from Cartagena, but she was able to weave the thread of a fine social fiber that reached into the new millennium as an instrument of consolation and support for thousands of her compatriots. In 1959,